We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it.
All right, viewers.
We go.
Welcome back
Okay,
to
I am
the
still
Dresden Files
technical
RPG.
difficulties. Okay,
Um, Put
I
on
am
the Dresden
still
Files
technical
RPG.
difficulties. Okay.
Gotta mute. Gotta mute. Echo. Okay, there we go. All right, welcome back to the Dresden Files RPG.
Gotta mute. Gotta mute.
Echo. Okay, there we go.
R32.
All right, welcome back to the Dresden Files RPG.
Gotta mute.
My name is Kyle. I'm going to be your storyteller, game master person today.
My name is Tyler. I play Romain LeBeau, a spell-slinging tattoo artist.
And my name is Colin. I play Austin Cash, a gunslinging vampire. So,
And not with us tonight is Mr. Tim. He was playing Victor until last session when when he took on a fire giant.
And he leveled up.
And he leveled up. He got a promotion, and so he will no longer be in New Orleans with us.
He's got an apocalypse to prepare for.
Yep.
All right. Today we need to figure out exactly how Romain and Austin would be hanging out in Romain's house at about 8:35 p.m.
What's my most recent information I've received?
I
gotta go to Georgia.
Does he have to be in my house? Okay, that's more of an interesting thing. Okay. You said you wanted tattoos, right? Wait, why do you have to go to Georgia?
Well, that's where all the information for it's where the house that I need to know. There's a house at a street
on a hill
location that I need to go to.
Called the House of the Rising Sun.
It's Hill House.
The Hill House of Hunting.
All right.
Colin, this is a moment in time that is you are satisfied enough with the parts of your personal quest that you are having downtime. You've either already gone to Georgia, or you intend to go to Georgia and already have your train ticket or whatever. You cannot possibly move faster at this point. So you're having some downtime, not overly concerned with the information that presents you in the future.
Okay, well, why would we be hanging out? What do we just want to be drinking?
Tyler had an idea.
Your house?
Well, Tyler had an idea. You wanted some tattoos.
Oh, right. So you said you wanted a tattoo, right? So let's say we met up at Neutral Grounds across the street from Magic Ink. The local coffee shop that we both like to attend on more than one occasion. And let's say we had a little bit of a conversation, and you decided that you wanted to make some moves on the tattoos, but you're not sure what you want. It's what, November-ish, December-ish?
Yeah.
All right, so let's say it's getting a little cold, so I invite you over to my place, and we're going to draw up some tattoo ideas.
All right.
All that places you guys right in the right place. You guys are having a good time planning out your tattoos. If you guys are the drinking type, you might be drinking, having a good time.
All right.
When you hear a knock at the door.
Well, that's odd. No one knocks on the door at this time of night. Go look through the peephole.
You see a worried man.
Older, middle-aged?
He is an older man. Maybe like 60.
Hello?
He looks around and kind of whispers to you. Are you the necromancer?
You don't just say those things out in the open like that.
But it's you, right?
Open the door. Get in, get in, get in.
So, he gets inside. But it is you, right? You're the one?
He's the what?
The necromancer.
Yes, I am the one that you were looking for. What is your
Okay,
name?
well, my name is Frank Allen, and I need help. I keep on getting plagued by this ghost. It's in my house, and I cannot get rid of it.
And who sent you to me?
I asked around. I asked who knows about this kind of ghost magic stuff. I need an exorcism, but the Catholic Church hasn't done that for a couple hundred years. Or 100 years. I don't know. But I need some help. They told me that you knew. The guy who works at the tattoo parlor.
What's your address?
My address?
Yeah, if you need an exorcism,
I mean, yeah, but
is it haunting your house or is it haunting your person?
it's haunting... Yeah, it's haunting my house. You're not supposed to just give out your
Well,
You're taking the job, right?
How
taking
am I
the
supposed
job,
to help
right?
you if I don't know where I'm supposed to be helping?
I understand. Like, you have to take the job before you hear it. Like, you can't just know my address and send me on my way. You're a necromancer. No offense.
All right, well, in the spirit of full clarity, I'm not actually a necromancer.
That's what everyone says you are.
Yeah, well, your information's a little out of date. I've never dabbled in the necromantic arts. Just tried to figure out how to defeat them. So
you can't help me?
now I never said that, but I'm not exactly a necromancer. I don't control the spirits. I might be able to get rid of them for you though.
Look, if it's a matter of money, it's no issue to me. I just need to get this ghost out of my house.
Yeah, well, tell you what, we'll see what we can do, and if not, I'll send you to someone that I think might be able to help you out.
Who are you? He points at Austin.
I'm his friend.
His friend?
What? Necromancers can't have friends?
He's a coworker as well.
Coworker?
Don't call me that. You know I'm not a necromancer. Come on, Austin. I know you've had a few, but that joke is in poor taste.
Okay, he writes down an address on a sheet of paper, and he holds it in his hand, and he says, "What's the price?"
1,000 gold pieces. No.
Wait, what?
No.
Yeah, I think I can liquidate some assets, make some gold pieces somehow.
Well, that depends on the kind of spirit. You know, if it's just a simple little ghost, it wouldn't be much, $50. But if it's something that requires a little bit more humperdinck, then, you know, it might cost significantly more. I'd say no more than $1,000 at most. And that's only if we're dealing with something really, really, really dangerous.
Sold. He shoves a piece of paper in your hands. He says, the huntings don't begin until after midnight. Every night, like clockwork. I'll see you there.
You all right? What time is it now? Is it like 9 o'clock-ish?
I said it was like 8:30.
Okay.
Yeah, you got some time to prep.
What exactly does this
Frank Allen?
ghost... This is in character. What exactly does this ghost do during the hauntings? Does he appear? Does he throw things about? Does he just speak to you? Is it a he?
It's a he. He starts by speaking, and then he starts to move around the house, and he opens up and closes doors. And I have those little chimes on the doors. Oh, it's too early for that. It's still the year 2000. I'm so sorry.
He's got literal
closes the door.
physical
He
like
shams-
wind chimes dangling
Wind
above his
chime.
doors,
No, that's it's
or
too eccentric.
those bells for.
No, it's too
Ding.
eccentric. He opens and closes the door, and he slams it. And he unlocks the front door, and I don't know what to do. And every time I wake up, the stove is on. I know there's a ghost in there, just doing something crazy.
Now, do you know if there have been any deaths at that residence?
It's New Orleans.
Fair. Any recent deaths?
Most recent death was sometime in the 80s.
Okie dokie. Well, Mr. Allen, you go ahead and go on about your night. I'll show up around 11:30, 11:45-ish to get prepared. And do you want to be there during the exorcism? It might be dangerous for you.
No, I don't want to be there.
Okay, well,
Too dangerous.
in that case, I'll need a key or you'll need to leave your door unlocked.
He reaches into his pocket, pulls out his keys, and takes out the house key and hands it to you. Then he goes and gets into his car and he drives off.
So I got a couple questions now that this guy's gone. Do bullets work on ghosts? I don't know. Like, I feel like they wouldn't. There's just something about it.
Well, you see, that is an excellent question, and I think I know someone who might know the answer to this. Yeah, I think I know a guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I think it's time we paid Father Shenanigans a visit.
Old Father Shenanigans.
Oh, Father Shenanigans.
We're
Father
probably
Shenanigans.
time with Father Shenanigans. Part of our famous Irish quarter of New Orleans, even though that doesn't make any economic or historical sense based off of anything, but we're going to go with it. Because I put a lot of Irish characters in this without thinking about it. Okay. So
Just
Father
all
Shenanigans.
because you wanted to add Sean to this game.
I did want to add shot in this game, and it just tipped the scales. It did.
Too many McClues.
Too many McClugs. So Father Shenanigan is in his usual place. I don't know a lot about the Catholic Church. Even after reading a lot of the Dresden Files, I could not get to the right places. But he's in what amounts to a office for a priest. Rectory? That doesn't sound right. Either way, that's where he's at. He's sitting there studying the Bible, as he often does.
I knock with a shave and a haircut.
A shave and haircut. He says out loud, "Sixpence," and tells you to come on in.
Father, how are you today? On this fine, what day of the week is it? I asked that to Austin.
Yeah,
what day of the week is it?
Tuesday.
This fine
says
Tuesday evening.
It's Sunday, my son. How can I help you?
Lose track sometimes, you know.
We seem to have run into a bit of a problem with a ghost, a specter, poltergeist, perhaps. This man. Go ahead.
Father, if you don't mind me asking, would a bullet work on a ghost?
Well, it really depends on the intention of the shooter. Most men alive could not shoot a ghost with a bullet.
Okay.
Most bullets couldn't hit a ghost.
Right.
Now, Romain,
Yes.
a young man of your talents, your specific talents, there shouldn't be any problem for you. If you had come to church today, if you had come continually for the last several months, if you had said something to me, an exorcism should be something that's easily well within your power, your grasp. You are one of the gifted few. It is an aspect of the charismata. You're gifted with a talent, a gift for to move the powers of creation. And now you come to me for help with an exorcism, something that should be so very simple.
I'd like to be prepared, and just in case it's not a simple exorcism, what can we do?
Well, I only know about it from the church's writings, so I don't know any of your specific lingo. But what you first have to do is call out the ghost in question, get his attention somehow. Then you want to contain it, so that it can't so it can't escape you. And then you're going to speak words of power at it. Holy ones, I think, work best, but I'm biased.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Then you are matching your wills against the ghost itself, forcing it out of this plane of existence and forcing it to move on to its next part of life. It is a solemn task. You're going to encounter some of its worst pain. It's the reason it's still here. How young is the ghost?
Well, from what the owner could tell me, the most recent death was in that house was in the 80s. So it's like a 20 years old.
You sure
Unless
it's
you
the
mean-
ghost?
I'm sorry?
Are you sure that's the ghost?
I mean, that's the minimum age at least, unless he killed somebody in his basement and didn't tell me about it, which is
If you know the long,
which is a
Well, sorry.
possibility. This is New Orleans.
if you know a long string of deaths at the same location, a haunting may have taken more than one life,
Mhm.
gaining power as it goes.
Are there any
You may need.
are there
No,
any
go ahead.
identifying factors about a haunting of this magnitude?
Oh, you'll want to sense. You'll want to use whatever senses you can. Me personally, I know when something is profane. It's impossible for me to not sense it, to feel it on people. And he stares at Austin very pointedly.
What?
I kind of do like a double take.
But you should be able to feel the same with your, I believe it is called the sight.
Wait, that brings an interesting question up. Does anything hurt about being here?
No, you're not in any pain.
Okay.
I think at worst you would just get an uneasy feeling kind of deal.
Okay.
All right. Where were we?
I should be able to see it with my sight.
With your sight. You'll be able to tell immediately if it's something too powerful for you. But you have to remember, through Christ, all things are possible.
This man and his conversion attempts.
He's never going to stop. It's his job.
We've talked to him 3 times and he's tried to convert me 4 times.
He will not. He will. He is relentless. It's a true fact.
Well, thank you, Father. Look at my watch. What time is it? Like,
It probably took you about 30 minutes to, get yourself ready to go, sober up a little bit, have a pot of coffee, get on down to Father Shenanigans, and have this conversation. So we're now nearing 9 o'clock.
oh, okay.
Father Shenanigans wants you to have something before you go, just in case you need it. He hands you a little flask, little modern-day flask, holy water. Go with God. All right, what's next? You
Also,
have an
just a question: do I still have my web shooter, or what powers do they have at the moment?
Okay, so Colin, your web shooters are designed to be able to create an aspect on another person using the gun's skill. You have to beat their athletics to do it. You're able to create aspects using it. Usually guns is only useful for fighting, like for attacking. You're now able to use maneuvers with it, essentially.
Always
It
fun.
also allows you to use your web slinging as Spider-Man travel powers if you'd like, because technically now they're always on. Before it was just a gift of Anansi. Now you have it 100% of the time
Okay, cool, nice.
because you bought it. You paid a
bought it.
portion of your soul.
Feels worth.
That is true. Do remember that New Orleans does not have a lot of tall style buildings. You are talking 2-3 stories max. So you were talking a very low set of swings.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be more like hit something and then like come to it, then like drop and then,
I mean, that's the best way to move around the Spider-Man on the PS4, from what I remember. The point launch. So that's all we're gonna be doing all the way around town.
If I ever get into a city, I'm about to use that shit. Hella.
And you're gonna have fun when it's finally time to do your big story because we're gonna go to Atlanta.
Fuck yes.
It's gonna be good. But we gotta get
Spider-Man
to
hits
the-
Atlanta. Let's go.
Spider-Man hits Atlanta. Okay. Anyway, so the story with the necromancer, it's about 9 o'clock. You got about 3 hours left. Let's see what other things we can do. The holy water will allow you to create an aspect on whatever you throw it on. That is, holy or whatever, or sanctified or whatever you want to call it.
Gotcha.
Giving you a free tag just once. It'll stick to the scene. It'll stick to the scene though, so you can use it again if you want to spend the fate points. What's that?
Before Father Shenanigans, before we leave Father Shenanigans. So, I noticed you said most bullets won't work on ghosts. What if we were to dip his bullets in this holy water?
I've certainly never tried it before. The powers of the holy water are from the holiness itself. And, theoretically, sanctified bullets in the same way might... I couldn't tell you. You'd really have to try it. Now, obviously, I won't be able to bless anything of his. But the holy water is yours to use as you see fit.
Thank you.
Try
Father.
not to profane it.
You've been wow. I myself am blanking on words to use. A tremendous help.
Anytime.
Have a blessed day.
He smiles at you very pleasantly.
Right.
You leave the Catholic Church. People keep on asking you if you'd like to donate money here and there. There's a weird gift shop because it's one of those nice big old churches. It's not like a gift shop. It's like a weird thing. It sells a Bible and like different saints on candles and stuff. Like, it's not technically a gift shop, but it's definitely technically a gift shop. Like if we're really being serious. Anyway,
Yieldy gifty shoppy.
I mean, like the thing is, it's there in the Catholic churches. They have to get those damn candles somewhere. Well, not damned. Literally, specifically, not damned.
Holy, in fact.
Holy candles. The exact opposite of what I was saying.
Those
Anyway.
darned candles.
Those danged candles. So what's our next move on prep?
Question real quick. Did Gwen ask for her ring back? Do I still have her ring? Her ring of luck.
She did ask for it back. Did you get her back?
Yes, I would have given it back to her.
Okay.
We just got back on good terms. I'm not gonna risk taking her magic jewelry and
Just like sneaking off with it, yeah. It's a shame because those are her things. She made them herself.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even like you just stole some like ancient ring from a family. That was like a whole thing. I don't know.
Speaking of Gwen,
a woodworking project. Yeah. What?
Speaking of Gwen, let's go talk to Gwen now.
Okay.
All right, sounds like a plan.
So you know where Gwen lives. Gwen lives immediately above the shop that she keeps, because that's real estate.
It's free real estate.
Little did you know this was a meme channel.
This is literally just a meme channel. We've actually never played this game.
True facts.
Again, I'd knock with the shave and haircut.
No response. Well, it's 9. You give me a... What's a perception check? Is there a perception? Alertness?
Alertness.
Hearing? Is it really just alertness? Whatever. Yeah, give me alertness.
Yeah, I believe it is just alertness because
alertness? All right.
I think listening is also an alertness thing.
Okay. Well, listen in, folks.
Listen here.
All right.
Alertness. I got that level 1. That's 1. A 2.
Nice.
A 2.
You guys hear
Like to see?
You guys hear rock and roll music playing inside? Not like crazy loud, but loud enough to be heard from a room off of a living room
I
in
call
the
her.
back of that.
I call her phone.
You hear the music stop. She picks up her phone. She says, "What?"
Hey, we're outside. Can you open the door? We need to ask
Who's
you a few
we?
questions. Oh, it's me and
Outside
Austin.
what? Austin. Oh, him.
Sorry, Austin Cash. I say in my worst Southern drawl.
That was pretty good, actually.
Yeah,
Nailed it.
I remember him. Okay, yeah, sure. What, outside of what?
Your door. I knock again.
All right, fine. She puts down the phone. You hear her fumble for something. You hear another person's voice on the line. There's a hushed conversation. A lot of fumbling with fabrics. And
Oh, we interrupted. We interrupted some fun times,
Whoop.
huh?
And finally, the front door opens. Gwen is,
Oop.
as usual, seething with anger. And her hair is messed up. And she is wearing all of her clothes in the correct position forward. Because she took the time to make sure. Okay, what do you need?
So we're looking to pull off an exorcism.
To pull off an okay.
Exorcise a ghost. Not to be confused with jazzercising a ghost.
I wasn't questioning your terminology. It's just not that hard to do.
Okay.
Didn't you? I mean, you passed the thaumaturgy of your quiz, didn't you? Get in your secret club. Did you get into your secret club?
Secret club. What is she talking about?
I got no clue.
The White Council of Wizards.
Oh yeah, that. No, I passed that easily. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this shouldn't be a problem for you.
Is it the same as a banishment of a demon?
It is a banishment of a demon. Only the demon is a ghost because the demon's a person. The same issue exists. They don't belong in this dimension, this plane. There is a great
Realm?
beyond they belong in.
Okay.
Realm?
Huh.
Yeah, you got it.
I got a question as well. What about me? I didn't really pass that section of my test. Could I shoot a ghost? Priest said it was possible, but didn't give me any good ways. Do you know a way to shoot a ghost? I got web and I got guns. Either one, whatever you think will work best, and how to do it.
What do you mean by web?
Watch this.
He made a.
Is that biological?
I'm Spider-Man.
I kind of pull her a little close and whisper.
She listens in.
I whisper in her ear. He made a deal with the Weaver of Tales.
Oh, okay.
So web or gun, either one. I'm trying to catch a ghost or shoot a ghost. Kill a ghost? Can you kill a ghost?
Can you really kill something that's already dead?
Okay.
That's my question.
So we'll go in reverse order, I guess, because they're easiest. Can you kill a ghost? Sort of. Ghosts are memory. They're what's left over of a person after you die. Your body sticks around. Your body goes into the ground, of course, but your spirit lives on, doing stuff it thought was important. People who are happy and have had a fulfilled life are ready to die. Their memories are strong enough, and they just move on and have a great time. People who have serious regrets about life, they stick around and they cause problems for people, and their memories are all filled with pain and hate and anguish, and they're kind of terrible. So what you can do to
Baby break.
so what you can do to
do. So did you ever ask Corinne about tennis? Or did you
Yes,
completely forget
both
about
days
that?
are free.
Both days
Nope,
are free?
I asked. Yep,
Right. Which one would you prefer?
both. I don't know. Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay.
So yeah, killing a ghost. It's possible you have to dissolve all of their memories and essence. It's a lot like killing a person, but there's nothing to hit. 2, can you shoot a ghost? No, probably not. I don't know. If the priest said it was possible, I don't know. Maybe. I've never heard of that. You can shoot a fairy. You can shoot an ogre. You can't. I don't know how you'd shoot a ghost. I really don't know how that would work. I don't know what the webs
Me neither.
are. And I don't know what the webs are, but unless your benefactor told you could hit a ghost with it, you probably can't. I don't know. That seems
They didn't
crazy.
specifically mention it. So here's my next question. So getting rid of a ghost, getting it to move on.
Uh-huh.
Can we scare it into moving on? Do we need to like convince it to move on? Is it like I want you to move on, so then you like what has that?
Yeah.
What are we searching for here?
So you're trying to overpower the ghost.
With my mind or with?
With whatever. If you can make some kind of mental attack and you just kill it, yeah, theoretically it's possible to take down a ghost that way.
All right.
So yeah, if you can somehow outscare a ghost, you can give it a go. But be prepared for the ghost to fight back.
If
You're kind of in
anybody,
its realm.
if anybody can do that, it's a fucking Malvora. Malvora vampire.
Are you saying that in character?
No.
I sure
Okay,
hope
okay. Okay. But your best bets are going to be talking to it and understanding what its problem is. Because at that point, it's not fighting you. So you can just have a conversation with the ghosts, understand what its problems are, maybe solve them, do them a favor. Sometimes they just pass on automatically. No extra work needed. But, if you have to go to blows with it, I can teach you the ritual. It's not all that hard to do. I mean, you are setting up a circle around the ghost, so you have to call it forth somehow with some kind of important objects to either it or ghost him or just, willing it. You should have enough to be able to pull a ghost forward. You want to pull a circle around it. Then you're putting power into the circle, and then you're going to attempt the banishment once you think you have enough power in there.
All right. One last question.
Yeah.
Can I steal some salt?
Yeah. She goes back into the place. The door is left partially open. You see a man walk past from the bedroom into a bathroom, absolutely not wearing any clothes. And he looks like he could seriously ruin someone's life. Like, just absolutely kill you
Like,
for, nothing.
on a scale from Romain to Victor.
Like, he's like a solid 0.6 on the Victor scale. Like, if Victor's a 1, he's a 0.6. He's a beefy dude. Like, he looks like he has punched someone in the face, like, while he was drunk without like, really doing anything wrong. He's there. He walks past. Gwen comes back with a thing of Morton's table salt, hands it over to you.
Thanks, Gwen. Enjoy your night, and I give her a wink before walking away.
Great. She slams the door shut, and she goes back into the place. In about a matter of 30 seconds, you hear rock and roll music being played very loudly again, and you don't hear anything else because you didn't roll high enough.
I feel like my benefactor might be actually a little safer than yours. Can I say that? Is that weird to say?
I mean, she's not my benefactor. She's just teaching me some stuff.
Right, same. Yeah, same.
I'm paying you, right? Like an hourly wage for hours of your
No,
life.
she's
That
my
you did
boss.
sign a contract for.
She
No,
is
and
my
you
boss.
signed a contract that you were going to sign hourly parts of your life away for money. But that's in writing. It shouldn't matter much, though.
Anyway,
Well, I guess all we got to do is everyone makes it sound so easy. I feel like we got this. I mean, we took down. Well, I mean, we didn't take it down. Somebody around us took down a giant all by themselves. But like we stormed the castle. I mean, like it was a. I mean, he
Really
fought
group
the
effort?
bad guy, but
how big of a thing of salt is it? Is it like absolutely massive? Like,
it's
or is it?
Morton, so it's got to be like the
Yeah,
tub.
Colin's got it.
Well, I mean,
Colin knows
I've
his
seen
name.
multiple sizes of tubs. So
Dude, it's like approximately this big, maybe a touch smaller. Has
see,
a little thing on
that's the
top.
one
You
I was
can- and
thinking
then
of. We
pour.
might need more.
Uh-oh.
I'm trying
Oh.
to circle this entire house.
Okay.
Well, you're gonna need lots more if you're gonna circle the whole house. That's a. Not to mention, around here, houses don't tend to be solo. They sometimes attached, maybe attached 4 times.
You look
It's
at
a
the
tough.
address again to remind you that it is an apartment inside of a complex.
Oh, is it? Okay. Never
Yeah.
mind.
I
I'll
didn't
just, I'll,
say
just, I'll just
that.
keep the regular. We
Yeah.
We just got to circle. I'll hold them down. Wait.
I'll hold them
got-
down while you put the circle on.
I'll just hold that ghost down on the floor.
I'll hold them with my will. That's what makes it sound like everyone's talking about. I got a lot of will in here. So let's do this. Actually,
Can you direct that will anywhere, Colin?
maybe.
Maybe.
As far as ghosts go, the last time we went to a haunted place, it was pretty scary. There's multiple ghosts there, I believe.
That was the most haunted place in the world that you went to. So yes, a couple ghosts at least.
Right. What was I getting to? We never really saw any ghosts, if I'm not mistaken. They just did things to us. How are we going to know where it is?
I have a way
Tyler
to.
has the answer.
I have a way
Can-
to potentially view them.
Right, for yourself or for both of us?
Oh yeah, that is just for me.
It's a bit of a bummer. I would like to know where this thing is.
Maybe you have a friend who could grant you some sight.
It's true. I guess I got to go visit.
And you'll be in debt.
I don't want to be in debt. Well, okay, how about this? If I can't see it, how... Here's my biggest question. I'm coming with you to do this thing, right? What do you need me to do?
So, Kyle, is this something in the system I'm able to do? Would I be able to, say, draw up a monocle that allows him to use the sight?
There is an experimental potion you could make that has granted people the sight before. It's only been known about in Chicago at this time, but the effects have been pretty successful. The black market version of the potion's out there if you want to collect the ingredients.
Okay, see, I've never made a potion before. So,
That
You're the right kind of
sounds...
person to make a potion.
sorry, what was that?
You're the right kind of person to make a potion.
Well, there is something I might be able to do, but I've never done it before, so
Seems promising.
it might be a little risky, but from what I understand, there is something that could let you see this ghost. I just
All right, let's give it a go making the potion. We'll show up there, and I mean, from the way Gwen talked about it, you might be able to just do it all yourself, and I'll just be in the next room, moral support. No,
I like moral support.
and then worst comes to worst, you say the go word, Jenga or something. I drink the potion, hustle in, and hope it works, and hope I can help you.
All right. Well, let's go about getting the ingredients for this potion. I write down a list of ingredients. Say here. What is the list?
Well, you'll probably have to split it up. Potions are a very fine skill. You need one ingredient for each of the 5 senses and one for the heart. To make a sight potion, what you're going to need is you also need a base of some kind. You need a base of 100 proof vodka. For sight, you are going to need. Okay. So for sight, you're going to need a porno magazine. For smell, you're going to need rotted meat.
I don't like-
For touch, you're going to need a rotten tooth that has plenty of plaque. Did I say taste already yet?
You said
I think it was sight.
Base, sight, smell, and touch.
What am I missing then?
Taste.
Taste? Okay. For taste, you are going to need.
Please say cotton
Ooh.
candy.
It is not cotton candy. It is going to be. It is unfortunately going to be a pound of sugar, a full pound.
Well, that might help. Because do I have to drink this potion or can I rub it on me?
And
Because so
you are
far,
going to drink this potion.
and
this
for the
sounds
heart?
real disgusting.
For the heart, this is probably gonna be the worst one of all. For the heart, you're going to need a cherished personal item. Fern Colin.
What?
So it'll work on you.
All right. Well, let's see what we got here.
All right. So I write out the list. Can you get any of these fairly quickly?
Well, I mean, let's be honest. We both got a porn magazine at home. I mean, there's no way.
It's the early thousands, of course.
The
The only way to get that done.
Oh,
100
I know
proof
how to
vodka.
get some vodka.
McCullen's. Oh.
Turn around,
Hey.
knock on the door.
Dear God,
You
this feels like a mistake.
you hear the music stop.
She was in the middle of doing the sex.
You hear more clothes rustling.
I'm gonna go
the front door.
hide
and she
behind a
just
tree.
says, what?
I need to dip into your stash of vodka. 100 proof if you got it.
Ugh, what are you making? She goes inside.
Show her the
Goes
list.
back out with the bottle. And comes back out with the bottle. What the hell is this?
It's for that new sight potion.
A sight potion? You don't have access to the site?
Yeah, he doesn't.
I'm hiding.
Where
now.
did he go?
I got a
there
pretty
he is.
good
He's
spell.
behind that tree.
Yeah, he's not meant for the site. It'll break his little brain.
He
You
wa-
are a magi. Think.
He wants to be
Have you
able
looked
to.
at that list?
What?
Have you looked at that list?
I got a
Yeah.
5 stealth.
Call that 5 in stealth.
I'm actually into the tree. Yeah.
Colin straight up is not anywhere around. You are this. Good God.
I disappeared.
Okay. Colin just disappeared into the wind. She continues her conversation. Have you seen this list? This is the worst thing I've ever heard of. Who made this?
Published by Bob?
Bob.
I don't know. Just says Bob.
All right. Well, I don't know who Bob
Stupid
is.
wiki
and his
potions.
dad's name. Wiki potions. Wiki potions. Yeah. Well, whoever this Bob is, he's trying to get people killed if he's publishing this crap. The site is not meant for like regular people. You've used it before, right?
Yeah.
It's a trip.
That's
literally.
fair. Mine's actually kind of cool. It shows me like comic book pages. It's super dope.
Neat. Anyway, are you gonna try to make this damn thing?
I mean, do you have a better idea?
Yeah. You do the seeing. He does the waiting around.
Oh, okay.
That was kind of the plan. Into the wind.
Do 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 do.
The cat knocked over the entirety.
What if we start like this and we just
Formula.
every break we get bigger?
Yeah.
The problem is, if it's like last time, eventually we'll be having to do it with each other.
Yeah. Ah!
And like for us, it would work, but it wouldn't work for the viewers because you're up in that corner, I'm down here.
Yep, that's true.
Hey guys, I'm really sorry about this delay. There was a small cat catastrophe.
Ha ha ha! It's all right. Cats
These
are
bad
are a
jokes.
mainstay on this stream. There's at least one cat in almost every stream we've done.
Okay. Well, this cat decided he wanted to knock over a bottle of formula
Great.
because he is a jerk. Anyway,
He just wanted to be. He just wanted to say hi to the stream. That's all.
that's really all. He was just trying to say hi to the stream. That's all it is. Okay, so
Yes,
let's
clapping is a
talk.
very big part of Dresden, especially the way that we do it.
That's right. Okay, so everybody, let's just continue with what we're doing. Okay. Where the heck were we? Oh yeah, she was telling you off for trying to make the sight potion.
Right. Well, I'll fold up
Thanks.
the recipe and put it in my back pocket.
Okay.
All right. Good night. Leave.
Good night. Slams the door. We're gonna leave this scene for you. You still killed.
All right. Well, let's not knock on that door again. I felt danger coming from that area, like this aura of just death coming. Anyway, what was I gonna say? So are we doing this? Did you get the vodka?
I didn't get the vodka. In fact, I was pretty strongly advised against making this potion.
Wait, why?
There's potential what you see might melt your mind.
That sounds like drugs.
It is drugs.
Well, tell you what. After we're done here, if you really want to try it, we can try it in a controlled environment.
First of all, that's what everybody says. Second of all, I think I'm good with it on the site department then if I'm going to get my mind melted. So I guess we
It's
just go
not
with the
going to
original
melt your
plan.
mind. There's just the potential for it. I've done
We'll
it
go with the original.
quite a few times, and my mind's perfectly fine.
Dear God. Well, all right. Well, then I'll just wait outside the room. We'll still go with the Jenga plan if things go awry, and I'll just do whatever the heck I can do without being able to see this thing. We'll figure it out.
That's fair.
Okay.
Real quick, let me see your bullets.
Uh,
I just kind of
you want how many you want? 6?
put them one by one into the
Holy water.
holy water.
Well,
You use your amazing ability to see things to see that they are wet. If you use your other amazing ability to see things, you'll be able to see much more.
I'm not going to use that until we get to the place.
Okay, you got it.
all right. Well, I got holy bullets, and I'm hoping for the best. Let's go.
All right, if that's the last thing you guys are going to do, we can move right on to the exorcism.
Unless there's anything you want to do. Keep in mind, you are driving us around, so if you just decide, hey, I want some tacos, we're going to have to yoink into a Taco Bell real quick.
That's
true.
true. Colin has the one dot in drive, so he drives everybody everywhere.
All right, driving. Let's see what we do here.
All right,
Let's see how many times we're
amazing drive
stopping.
skill. Amazing drive skill for Colin. We're going to see what he does.
Yep, we're
It's
talking
zero.
at least one Taco Bell.
He drives as good as anyone ever could expect. He hits the Taco Bell, hits the combination.
I want
Taco
a
Bell.
number 6, a number 2, a number 2 with extra cheese, a number 5 large.
Lord, you're expensive at Taco Bell.
a
We're gonna get
nacho
five
with
five-layer
extra
burritos,
cheese.
and that's it. We'll split them up. It'll be fine.
There we go. Colin, your total comes to 11.16.
No, we just got five-layer burritos. That's like 80 cents. This is Taco Bell.
Keep in mind, this is early thousands Taco Bell.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Back
It
when
was cheaper
hella
before.
cheap.
Yep.
Okay. We get to our exorcism place. It is a basement apartment, so you are technically having to, when you arrive, you'd be traveling down some stairs to get into it.
Before we get in, I'm just going to go ahead and open my site, take a look at the bullets I've now pulled out of the holy water. They were in the holy water the entire time that we...
All right, so we're going to do a site. So we're going to do the site. There's a whole thing for it to inspect things. So first you're going to roll a lore.
Roll a lore. Oof.
And now you're gonna roll discipline to see if it deals you mental damage.
All right.
Oh,
Well, that's
bummer.
a one on the floor. You said discipline.
Yep.
Oh, hold on. That should be a 2 on the lore. I've got lore
Okay.
of 5.
Okay. +2.
2 on the discipline. 2 on the
Yep.
lore. 2 on the
This was not a truly mind-breaking concept, but the bullets are holy. They do carry intention. In theory, as far as what the priest said, these should shoot a ghost.
Hey, the
Nice.
holy water trick worked.
As you
Alright.
sweep your eyes around looking at all these other things, you see Colin. Roll me a lore.
Me?
No, you see Colin as you hand him the bullets.
Oh, okay, that's a 9 on the lore, so this is probably gonna fuck me up.
Jesus.
This is probably gonna fuck me up.
You see too much of Colin. I have to release a whole lot now.
But that's a 3 on the discipline.
Okay, so that's 6 mental
I'm
damage.
butt
You need to figure out a way to
naked.
figure this out. So you need to figure out a way right now to deal with 6 mental stress. But I'll tell you a lot about Colin and what's going on.
So what really makes you have all this mental stress is you figure out that Austin has a 9-inch penis. He actually uses that as a third leg. It's so thick you didn't even know penises could be so thick. If he gets erect, he must pass out.
No,
Colin was able
that's
to.
That-
Six
that-
mental stress for
that's the
that one.
wrong kind of vampire.
Austin is already playing Cyberpunk 2077. Shows the highest penis he could.
And this is
What
when
do
you
you-
show off
come
your
on
shirt
now.
so we can
Maximum
officially
penis.
change the tag.
Yep,
Official
there it is.
tag, Cyberpunk 2077. Totally counts. The same guy. Anyway. Where were we? Okay, so you see Austin. Now, how are you going to deal with this mental stress?
All right, so if I fill my entire track, I'm out of the scene, correct?
If you fill your entire track and then take another hit.
Okay. You know what? I'm just going to take it all as a severe mental consequence.
Severe. Okay, hold on. So
Actually, no. I'll do a moderate and trick my 2 tag.
Okay, much better. What's the moderate consequence?
It's a mental consequence.
So you want to go with head fog?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with head fog.
Okay, you're gonna be feeling a little slow tonight, but I mean, it doesn't make you act a certain way, but you should, because of the story. Damn it.
Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it! God damn it, Bobby. Okay, so you learn a new fact about Colin. A bunch of new facts. In fact, 9 new facts.
Jesus.
So behind Colin immediately, you see Anansi. Not in his huntsman spider form, but you see him in a much more elegant form. This looks a lot more like an orb weaver. He has his talons, arms, appendages wrapped around Colin, mandibles sticking straight into his head. That's what you immediately see. How exactly? Oh yeah, comic books.
Mhm.
So all of that starts to fade into that nice pixelized comic book look. You also see that it is a somewhat symbiotic relationship. He takes these stories Colin is collecting, and is going to collect, and in turn grants him power. You see that it does taint him. There is a great hatred coming off of the specter of Anansi. As you must understand, the specter of Anansi has such a great anger, it is able to be felt in this, quaternary version at this point? A shadow of a shadow of a shadow of a shadow from an aspect? You're talking about several steps of the chain down. This seething hatred, this anger, still exists. And it is an icy cold anger. Other than that, you see that he has webs everywhere, spreading out from Austin himself personally. Webs just shooting out into the far ranges. And then you kind of catch a glimpse. The comic book spans back and you realize that this is an Anansi wanting to set up shop in New Orleans to take it over as his location. This is not an arms race, but this is a land war, and he is starting to take ground, and he's going to take more. From who? You are not at the right level to tell on that one.
Well, we're not in Asia, so he didn't commit one of the
Classic
blunders. Classic blunders. There we go.
That's right. Now you're able to shut down your
Here's
site
the question:
now. if
Is
you want
Austin
to.
Sicilian?
Is Austin Sicilian? He is not. He is Cash. I'm pretty sure is not a real last name. So trying to find out the country he comes from would be really hard.
I mean, it's one of those names you kind of probably picked coming over on the boat, and or someone along the lines of just like, how cool would that last name be? And then now that's just my last name.
Collins. The canon explanation for Collins' last name is that 3 generations ago they were like, man, that's a cool fucking name. I'm gonna name myself Cash.
And now that's our last name. Had it legally changed and everything.
That, by the way, would be my favorite explanation for why someone has a weird last name. Because it's not like anything weird, no bureaucracy. Just like, nah, I just thought it was a cool last name.
Yeah. Dope.
Dope. Anyway, Colin, yeah. So that's what you learn about Austin. It seems that his little barters and gambles may have been a more dangerous choice than he had been led to believe. But also, I think he was pretty aptly warned. When you get offered a deal by a spider, that is your warning, in my opinion.
Yeah. Notice I turned down the deals that he tried to give me.
Okay, you're
can't shoot web out of your hands. So who's winning here?
Yeah, I
so
can.
because Tyler, since you were not able to actually control your site, you still have it open for one more round at least. You have to be able to control your site before you're able to close it.
I'm gonna look at the building. That was my original plan to
Okay.
begin with, but
All good. Go ahead and roll me. Lord.
4 lore.
Not bad, not bad. Oof. Okay, 1 damage.
I might be tagging something just to
Okay,
give
good.
myself a point.
You got plenty of things to do at once.
I'm gonna tag tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
To-
this is
to
a direct
give
consequence of
myself a
being tunnel vision. Yeah.
5.
Okay, you are able to control it. You're welcome to turn it off after this round, but let's talk about what you learned. This is not a young ghost. This is an old ghost with old grudges. They can't be solved by running around the city and having a nice, fun conversation. Everyone they ever knew was dead. The universe has changed in a way that's drastically different than what they know. And it's going to be a tough conversation. To explain it all in comic book terms, I'm not going to do that. You know, you can all see it in your mind. You know what's going on with the faded colors with the little black dots inside of them to pretend this was comic book printed.
Yep.
It looks like comic books, but it's very much older comic books. It's not like modern day comic books where everything is nice. No. It's
No.
old
Things
and
are bleeding off
faded.
the page. Yep.
So some of it's burned up. But
Spooky times. All right, so that is your site. You are welcome to close it up if you'd like.
yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that before I fry my brain.
There we go. All right, midnight on the dot.
You need some like ibuprofen or something? You look like you had a bit of a headache.
Yeah, remember what I said about it potentially frying your brain?
Yep.
Need to be more
What?
careful when looking at you.
I must be pretty amazing. Wait, did you see my dick? We're gonna make this canon.
No, I did not see your dick.
All right, yeah, okay, just check.
I did see the dick that's behind you though, and
What the fuck?
What?
the one that gave you the fucking Spider-Man webs.
Dude, he's not a dick. He's been helping me out.
He's helped me this whole time.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Just because he's not a dick to you doesn't mean he's not a dick.
I mean, you could say that about everybody. Policemen, just because they're not a dick to you doesn't mean. I mean, like the government. I mean, everyone could be a dick at in that position. You know what I mean?
Comrade Cash. All right, let's keep on. The Soviet Union anthem just plays softly in the background.
Suddenly, all the cash is closer in red. You're like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
So real quick, when I was looking at him, were things more like red tinted? Did I perhaps see a sickle
You just saw like
in
a
the
hammer and
background?
sickle just raising in the background. Hammer and sickle it up.
In Soviet Russia.
Magic you. All right. It's 12 o'clock on the dot. You guys are gonna have your nice conversation. Austin is not gonna take any warnings again, as per usual.
Oh yeah.
He's giving me Spider-Man powers. I can't say no to him at this point.
This might not be an easy conversation.
What do you mean?
What are you doing?
He's out of
I'm
focus.
I'm out of focus. I'm trying to focus the camera.
He's just giving it high fives.
Come on. Follow my hand. And then focus on my head.
Song's gonna be a little blurry for the rest of the night. We're all set.
Oh, I'll figure it out. It'll be fine.
Just turn it off, turn it back on again. It always works.
Anyway,
It's getting worse.
so Colin, as Heath said,
I think
This is not gonna
it's
be an
trying to
easy
focus
conversation.
on the reflection in your glasses.
oh my god,
Okay, that's much
Might
better.
be.
there we go. All right, as Tyler said, this might not be an easy conversation.
We might have to rely on those bullets I gave you. Did I happen to get
Alright.
its name through my site?
No, that would. Oh, wait a minute. You actually probably could have, because that would have been the alt text, the yellow text stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. Jonathan Gray.
Jonathan Gray?
Yes.
Is he into kinky stuff in the bedroom? Or
He is not.
No, but we might need to bring some tactical burritos with us.
here we go.
It's been
Give
a
us a
good
sign. Jonathan Gray, can you turn on the lights?
And people who have not played Phasmophobia with us do not get that reference.
Our lights are flashing. Our lights are flashing. Hide.
All right. So let's go ahead and go into that their basement apartment, because all fun things
All right.
happen in basements.
I'll be up here. Say Jenga if you need me.
Okay.
Got salt in
Going
one
to the
hand,
lies
holy
that
water in the
alone.
other.
And how far away will I have to be to not be in the room that he's in?
Or you
what?
can come in the room with me, because we know it's going to be fucking rough.
Let me remind you of my aspects, my high concept.
Oh yeah, you're a bitch.
Let me
Well,
quickly
Colin-
remind you about my cowardly.
Colin, go ahead and take a fate point. That's right on character.
Let's go.
All right. And so Tyler, when you enter the location at exactly 11:55 p.m., you see a modestly well-decorated basement apartment. You'd call it eclectic if there was some intention to it. Eclectic is usually the idea that you've bought very expensive pieces, and very expensive pieces should go together, as Fraser Crane explains to us. This is more of a situation that a person bought what they could, or what they could find for very cheap, and put it together in their house, making the same statement about eclecticism, except for in the exact opposite direction. Bad things are going to clash with bad things. You see a lot more writing than you expect. There are notebooks lining one of the walls, like notebook after notebook after notebook, spiral-bound notebooks. Some of them aging back what you would expect, maybe 19 years. It is huge, and like literally just spiral-bound 80-page college-ruled notebook.
Are they labeled in any way, shape, or form?
Not that you can see without pulling them out. Not in the front and not on the
Spine.
sides are spiral bounds, obviously, but yeah.
All right. Fuck it. I got 5 minutes. I'm gonna look at one.
It's a diary. It is a dream diary. It has a little bit of a conversation about the last week of the man's life. You know that he went to the store a few times. You've known he's gone to the gym every single day of the week, trying to keep himself healthy. He went to the doctor early this week and got some very bad news. You read that as you kind of scroll back around. This man has actually been plagued with a heavy generalized anxiety disorder, and he has also it has started to move into some series of physical symptoms, ulcers and other things like that showing up in the stomach. If he cannot get himself calmed down in some kind of way, they're going to start seeing some serious issues. The man is desperate. You can continue reading if you'd like to, but you realize this is probably all the rest of it. The dream part of the journal is on the other half of the page. So one page is diary, other page dream journal stuff. The dreams the man have are horrific. Horrible, haunting, spooky, scary nightmares.
Well, that's probably why he's having these health problems, ain't it?
One way or the other, it seems like it. These dreams, he tries to describe them. Most of them have the theme of being overwhelmed. One dream was sitting at the very foot level water, as though tide comes rushing in faster and faster than he can even get outside of the water. He runs at the very end of his dream, trying desperately to escape the water, only to be engulfed by the waves. In another dream, he is in a crowded mall when suddenly more and more people are in the vicinity until he literally could not at all push his way through the crowd to get out of where he was seated before, stuck inside of a sea of people. And his last dream, of course, was about being covered in ants. But if you look back through more of the thing, that didn't have much to do with the regular set of dreams. He's actually just been afraid of ants. They're spooky things. Teeny tiny little bugs.
Ants are the worst.
He talks about him in his thing. So yeah, but big hatred for ants and most vermin.
Same. Mostly just ants.
There you
All right. Midnight rolls around.
Midnight rolls around. All of a sudden, the lights will flick off. I do it here, but you can't see me, and that's why you're all on. So the lights flicker, not like off and on; they turn off. All of a sudden, you start hearing a whispering sound. You're going to have to roll me another alertness to hear it.
Dang, I'm gonna have to break.
Break immersion.
Break immersion. You said an alertness?
Yep. We're listening out for some whispers. Colin, you got this too.
That's a
Alertness.
dose.
All right.
Dose.
A dose as well.
The whispering is not direct. It is not intelligible to you, really. It is almost directionless when it comes down to it. It seems to be just a bunch of consonants and S's, very ASMR. You glean nothing from that information.
Ah, I see you speak parcel tongue. Alas. I'm not fluent in that
Earwax.
language. Sorry, alas.
Earwax.
I am not fluent in that language.
The next phase starts rolling around. We start to see kitchens and cabinet pantry doors being opened and slammed shut very loudly.
How do I see this? The lights are out.
You
But I
hear
definitely
it?
hear it.
Well, there's like an ambient amount of light in the world. I don't know.
In the basement?
I don't know. He's got like a front door. He's got a
All right,
window.
we'll
There's
say
enough light
I
for you to
left
see.
it. We'll say I left the door open so that Austin
You
can
got
easily
backup.
get in.
You got backup coming.
I got backup cameras. Yes.
Backup coming, maybe.
Maybe. It's depending. So yeah, in the
Patent
ambient
pending.
moonlight, you see the doors slamming open and shut. The sound is loud enough to wake a person from sleeping.
All right, Jonathan, let's talk.
Holy moly.
He slams, shaving a haircut.
I go to the counter and knock back with the 2 pence.
There we go. You have connection. You cannot see him as of now. He's either not crazy enough to be seen by mortals, or you're not in the same mind space to see a ghost.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and open my site.
Let's roll a lore.
Dear God, this is where literally both of my companions are going to turn into NPCs.
That's a 4 lore
It's a 4. It's good.
with a 6 discipline.
Nice.
Good control. All right, you should have eyes on our ghostly companion. You see a young man, possibly maybe age 19, as he could not even be drinking age. Well, modern drinking age. He's dressed in some clothes that would place him probably around the origin, the origins of New Orleans, the city itself.
Oh, he is fucking
he's
old.
Very old. He's a young man.
Young man, old ghost.
Relevant. Yeah, relevant qualifiers. He is a white man, as you probably guessed by his first and last name. Well, last name. That's fine. He has red hair. Probably the beginning of our Irish Quarter. And he has got a just level of hatred inside of him that could not be conceived of. Just hatred and rage and regret and just fear. How many you roll? 4?
4.
Let's see. Yeah. Hatred, envy, regret, and just like an overwhelming passion that bubbles it all over. Certainly making this a ghost.
Hatred, envy, regret, passion.
Passion. Yeah. To continue seeing him, you have to keep your sight open and continue making these lore checks. So you may have to be careful.
All right. Well, we'll keep it open for now.
Okay. You see the young man running around the kitchen, slamming on the pantry doors, just because now you can see what he's doing. He's literally just some dude just.
Jonathan, calm down. Let's talk.
And who might you be?
Keep in mind, through to my sight, this is popping up in speech bubbles.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. He whirls around. You see him. It's a full frame shot of just him speaking back to you. And who might you be? The air bubbles.
My name is Romain. I'm here to help you. Here to help you pass on.
You see thought bubbles popping up and say, "Can he possibly see me?"
Yes, yes, I can.
And read my mind. Another thought bubble pops up.
Apparently
What kind
only
of
certain
sorcerer are
thoughts,
you?
but yes. Sorry, one more time.
What kind of sorcerer are you?
Oh, I'm just an artist. Here, let me show you some of my work.
I'm assuming someone flips the light back on, or he does it himself.
Sure.
But yeah, we go through a few pictures. What do you show him?
I show him the tiger. Show him the tidal wave that I never used.
Go ahead and roll me your performance check.
Okie dokie.
And we're gonna roll his empathy.
Is my performance 4 or 5? 4.
Is him having a high empathy good or bad? I honestly don't know.
It means he's very resistant to be swayed.
Okay.
Well, that's a 3.
Well, your attack doesn't do that much, apparently.
But
we're on social combat for everybody, so everyone understands. Social combat works a lot like physical combat, only all of the attack skills are changed and the defense skills are changed. We'll try to keep you guys posted as things go along, but social combat being pretty different than physical combat, a lot of the attack skills are a little bit more free form. So we use performance to see if he couldn't get through the ghost via his art, and the ghost is resistant, as old ghosts are.
Did it get him to calm down a little bit?
He did stop what he was doing, so he could look.
Okay. Well, that was what I was intending with that. So
Okay.
So tell me, John. Can I call you John? Or do you prefer Jonathan?
John is fine.
Tell me, John. Why are you so angry? We'll go in order. Hatred.
The love of my life left me for a ship captain. I could have done it myself. I had all the training, all the schooling. I could have gone immediately. But no, I wanted to stay here and enjoy my time. And now, she's gone.
Well, why did you want to stay here?
I was having the time of my life. I just finished school, and I had a lot of money in my pocket, and
Captain
New Orleans
school?
was captaining school. Yes. It was a finishing school. They teach you all the things you'll need to be a proper gentleman in society. You choose a profession, and I chose to apprentice as a ship's captain. Well, I was something like a swabby or whatever they called me. But I had money in my
Intern of
pocket to burn.
ships.
Intern of ships. I had money in my pocket to burn, and I was having the time of my life. New Orleans was the city to be in. He sighs to himself, thinking back on his time. With your sight open, you can see a lot of his memories. We're gonna have to roll a lore again.
I was about to say this feels like a roll.
Okay, let's roll it and control it.
I
Nice.
very control
Good
it.
control.
Very much control it.
Okay. You actually have a good amount of ability to see kind of the things you want to see out of his vision. Some of the fresher points. You see his lost love was named Penelope. He didn't know her last name, but he apparently didn't think that mattered. Obviously, he meant to marry her and change her last name to his. You saw that his love was actually pretty deep and true, but he also had a terrible problem as a philanderer. Not a philanthropist, philanderer. Visiting the many ways to indulge in that vice that existed at the time in New Orleans. He had spent a good amount of money on booze and women and drugs and had been living it up in New Orleans. So yeah, he didn't want to leave and start a productive life, and he is pissed about it now.
Well, John, what made her leave? Did you try to keep her? Did she just up and leave?
She is fickle. I mean, you can hardly blame her, and that's how women are. They're fickle things. I will note for the entire stream, these are the feelings of a 120-year-old ghost.
Not
gonna
your
try
own
to
personal
avoid-
feelings?
We're going to try to avoid any connotations with the way that I am, or just inventing super woke ghosts from the mid-1800s. So, this is a ghost. Women are fickle. I can't tell you why she would leave. I had everything ahead of me, and this was just some person.
Could it be that maybe, just maybe, you didn't show her your love?
Show her my love.
I mean, you were out.
I showed my...
You were out every night, boozing, indulging.
I'm a young man. I'm having my times. A man must sow his oats, or else what is he grown?
And did anything grow out of the oats that you sowed?
Sue?
So did? The oats you have sown?
The oats you have planted.
I can't imagine anything indiscriminate popped up in between those times. I grew as a man. I learned what I liked. I experienced the world. I didn't come to a relationship as a child. And she left me for that noble pursuit. And he says the 1800s version of a bitch, which, by the way, is the word bitch. The language is very similar in these 200 years.
Hmm. Sorry, this is me coming through. Sorry for the.
Oh, you're good. Roll a rapport, by the way. You've been in conversational battle for seconds now.
What is my rapport? It's decent. 6.
Ooh, damn.
Ooh, you whoop him. All right, you hit him with a 4. He's gonna take that one. He's gonna get offended. Actually, he's gonna take that as a moderate consequence. And the consequence he takes is hurt feelies. I don't know. We're not gonna get too far into it. It's his feelies are hurt pretty bad. Take that back.
Take what back?
Yeah, the insinuation that I was not a faithful or good person. I did everything a man must do.
Did you try and woo her?
Yes, I spent much money on her. I talked to her father. I spent my money on planning out these outings. I courted her and everything. I did everything a man must do.
And how did she feel about it? Did you ever talk to her about it?
Irrelevant. We're gonna have a rapport again.
And that right there. Actually, we'll see how the rapport ends up before I.
No, you gotta say the thing. You gotta say what it is.
All right. Well, that's a 3
nuts.
from me.
Oh, okay. So it's a 3. Yeah,
Yeah, because I forgot to put the plus. Yeah.
Oops. Okay, so you do damage. So you can say your smart piece.
And that right there is why she left you, because you didn't care about how she felt.
How dare you, sir? And he's gonna start physical combat now. You can't talk him out of that with that kind of woke discussion. You had to come where he was at, but that's not a place.
Whoa! Do you want to play a nice, decent game of Jenga?
Help! All right.
How does he react to that when I ask him that?
Jenga, with confused bewilderment.
Does it slow him down long enough for Romain or for Austin to get in the room?
Yeah, sure. Physical combat starts. But you do have a nice mental combat. You can use your mental consequence against them that you earned in your awesome rolls. And I hope you're prepared. By the way, you also were able to tell the holy water when you looked at it, it was now profaned.
Gotcha.
So no longer holy. So let's start combat.
All right.
We're gonna roll.
That's an alertness for initiative,
yeah,
right?
I guess.
It's a 4 for me.
Nice. 1.
He chose to ambush you, so he is going to throw a chair at you. You see a young man go and pick up a chair and just toss it at you. Whiffing.
Can I see where the chair began to be thrown?
Calling you
Is it coming at me or is it coming at Austin?
It's coming at you.
Do you have any pluses to that?
I'm going to tag brushed by death.
Okay. Give you a little bit of extra know-how with the spooky.
Yes.
All right, that's another fate point down, and you are not hit by this chair. You're welcome to describe it as well.
Something kind of tickles the back of my mind, almost as XX Lord Death XX is kind of whispering. He says, I just hear, duck. And I duck, and a chair flies over my head.
The young necromancer learns from his master.
Not a necromancer.
You thought I was bad with the spider. You're learning from actual death, so screw you.
I haven't actually learned anything from him.
You ducked.
Oh, Lord Death. Anyway, he misses, but you guys are welcome to return fire in the order of Tyler and then Colin.
Where is he standing in relation to, like, things around me?
He is standing directly where a love seat used to be, and next to a larger 3-seater couch.
But the ground around him is fairly clear, right?
Yes. The ground around him is a carpet that was not changed when he moved into the apartment the last time, and has still not been changed 20 years later.
I'm gonna take my salt and pour a circle around him,
In the
or
carpet?
or attempt to. Yes.
That's going to be a fine attention to detail, but you're an artist, so let's roll a performance. Maybe can.
We'll take those. We'll take those.
We're going to have it be contested with athletics, just so you know you're not just doing nothing.
What's 2?
Ow. Wow.
Wow.
I really thought I gave that. Okay.
I rolled pretty poorly on that one.
And you still had it. There we go.
He still managed some damage.
Okay, you don't damage him, but you are able to create a circle that should hold as long as you put the will in.
All right. Now, does that take my entire turn, or can I go ahead and put the will in now?
I mean, he's stuck.
Okay.
But he's gonna break you.
So can I shoot him?
Yeah, Colin, you can. You can totally shoot him.
All right, I'm gonna shoot him with one of these holy bullets. I hope.
Did anyone tell him about what happens if you shoot through a circle?
Nope.
I do know. When we very first went over circles back before he became vamptastic.
That's a good point.
I did say if something physical passes through it, it breaks the circle.
So, do you think you remember that one, Austin Cash?
Let's see. I mean, I want this guy to be intelligent, so I would say yes. I mean, he's a private investigator. He has a good memory, so yes.
Okay. You would remember that if once he's got the circle set up, it's probably not wise to shoot through it, unless he gets himself in trouble.
Well, all right. Well, you tell me. We're gonna use Jenga again, and I'll just shoot whenever you tell me Jenga.
Just keep it trained on him.
I don't see him, so.
Colin, this will be an intimidation check for you in social combat.
All right.
Since we're back to it.
That's right, boys and girls in the chat. We are overlapping our combats.
That's right.
In the most efficient way to fight something as possible.
As you know, the best way to fight something. Yeah, he does not give a fuck about your little gun. And he
certainly
shouldn't,
seems
it's a
not to.
gun.
True.
It's a gun, and he's a ghost. Put down your musket. You can't point that at me. I am obviously not going to be affected by it.
Do I hear any of this?
Yeah, he says it out loud. He's
Okay.
now. He's actually
Hold on.
ghosted.
Last time we just heard hisses, so.
Yeah, he's now full ghosting, having a good time, making sure he can be heard.
Oh, so he's got a
Can I
physical form
see
now?
him?
No, you cannot still see him. He's just talking. But you do know where he set up the Morton Salt circle. And you remember that things can't pass through it from the other realms.
Yeah,
Right.
it's pretty much person-sized.
Yeah. All right. This is the time. Let's go ahead and give you guys one more chance to talk this ghost down from his ghostliness, and we'll see if you guys can't fight him the old-fashioned way.
I'm telling you, can I intimidate him again? Is that what's?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Sure.
You guys definitely have a chance.
Are we
It's
still in initiative?
Yes.
Okay.
So that actually makes it Tyler's turn.
Okay, my bad.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Listen, Jonathan. I don't want to have to exercise you if I can help it. Or sorry, it'd be a banishment. I don't want to have to banish you if I can help it. It's going to hurt you a lot, and I'd much rather you peacefully go. Let's see if we can't talk this out and get you feeling better. I know you're angry. I know you're hurt. But lashing out is not going to help anybody. Least of all you. Least of all Penelope.
Go ahead and roll a rapport.
Pulled out the name. Let's go.
+3.
Rough.
You hate to see it, Bob.
All right.
You have a few aspects for free.
I'm going to go ahead and tag that free aspect.
Yeah, His hurt feelies.
His hurt feelies.
You find a little weakness in his armor from the hurt feelies.
I'm going to tag. I know things too.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously I know things about him now.
Yep.
And then I'm going to tag not what they seem. He's he's a ghost, but he's not just purely malevolent. He's hiding some feelings, and we're going to get through to them.
Okay. So that increases you to a what?
I tagged 3 things, so that increases me to a 9.
Oof. 4 shot against him. So you see his face change. Your last point really did get to him.
Also, I do only got a gun, but this is holy bullets, and I think it'll hurt. I don't want to hurt you, but I will.
Colin, roll an intimidate check.
All right.
That should be a pretty good check.
Can he tag the holy bullet for this? Does he get a free tag on the holy bullet?
He could, yes. And might be helpful.
I'm gonna tag that, and I'm actually gonna also tag maybe some other things. I just gotta remember what the heck I can tag. Papers everywhere. I'm gonna tag Mother's Puppet, of course, because I'm trying to control somebody. And 1 foot in both worlds.
So that brings you up to 8?
Correct.
Yes.
I kind of didn't expect this to happen. You guys killed the ghost, but he's going to go out in a very spectacular fashion.
We got him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you convinced him to calm down. The ghost, in a final fit of rage, forces every little bit of furniture at the house towards you. I'm going to need athletics checks.
Oh, not bad.
Bad.
Up.
All right, let's see A if we hit Colin.
Negative.
This is
Give me a
based
negative.
off of
Give me a
his-
negative. Give me a negative.
Sorry, this is going to be based off of his intense and immense emotions.
Fuck.
It hits you, Colin, for 1 damage, physical.
I will take my 1 physical track.
And then because it's all of the furniture in the house, you take an extra 4.
Me?
Yeah.
I will take my 2 and my 3 track.
There we go. And now, for our illustrious wizard,
Okay.
that's
That's
4 damage
not
plus the
much
extra
better.
4 that comes from the rest of the house's
Wait,
furniture
so-
coming at you.
Dear God.
So that's a total of 8 coming at me?
8 coming at you, yeah. Physical, you used up one of your moderate consequence in pain. You have nothing left in the mental tanks. And you're going to come out of this bloody.
Is there any way I can use my web to try to slow it down for him to take less damage?
Yeah, sure, why not? That makes sense.
Do I make a guns roll, or what's the situation here?
Yeah, it's a guns roll. You are going to create an aspect for him to tag to lessen the damage a little bit.
That's a pretty good roll.
Yeah,
Right.
that's actually good enough for 2 tags.
Here-
We're going to
here's
call
the
it
question.
webbing and then cobwebbing.
Do they require fate points to?
No, both of them
Okay.
would be free to tag.
Because I am fresh out.
So this is, this
same.
is a part of the game structure. You're capable of creating aspects onto a scene, usually requiring a roll of around 3, unless it's a contested roll by something else. All Colin was doing was trying to stop a bunch of furniture. It's kind of the Spider-Man package. He rolled enough for 2 3s to happen, so we're going to create 2 aspects for Tyler to tag. We're going to call it webbing and then cobwebbing. You're welcome to tag both to add to this roll to lessen the damage just a bit.
I'm gonna do that. So I'll take.
You're still hurting.
I will take my 2 and take a mild physical. We'll say it tweaked my knee.
Good. Okay, now roll empathy.
Hold on,
Both of
let
us?
me mark this down.
Yep.
If I have a +2, it tends to be a 2. I don't know why. I don't know how.
Well, that's the average roll.
Okay.
True.
What did I say? Tweaked knee?
Yep,
Tweak
tweak
knee.
knee. And roll an empathy, Tyler.
Let's see what my empathy is. Damn it! I dropped it a couple of sessions ago, so it's just a +0. Ooh.
You hear Keating growing from the ghost as he starts to fade away, dealing mental damage to
Oh,
anyone
no.
who does not beat this roll of the difference between the two.
6. Okay.
So 3. I will take my 2 and my 1 and my 2 track.
I will take my 4 and my 3 track.
You guys made it out? All
Yep.
right. The room is quiet. Tyler, is your site still open?
I would have closed it after he left, but it is still open for the disappearance.
One more check, Tyler. And
Dear
I'm so
God.
sorry, because you can't possibly be having a good time. Lore,
All right.
discipline, please roll high enough.
That's fine. That's actually fine
It's fine?
because I still have my 1 track.
There it is. Nailed it. Perfect victory.
Oh, you
This
learned.
is the Dresden Files version of the Magic Pixel.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. That was super great. You guys lived. Tyler, you learned one more thing about all of this. Penelope, as you may have guessed, did not share the same really feelings, but she didn't really have a lot of choices. What happened was her actual real love of her life was a ship captain. He got a offer to do a job down in South America, and they went to live there. They have lived their life and have had children and grandchildren and down the line in a nice, happy, stable relationship. The gray line died with Jonathan.
Bummer.
Rippy dippy.
Well, the gray line specifically. There were a bunch of other small lines that Jonathan didn't have a whole lot of ideas about. They didn't get to carry into their inheritance or wealth or anything, but hey, they're all over the place. You learned that about Jonathan. He is gone. You know for a fact he has left the building. And he's not coming back. This area is now safe from ghosts. Well, for now. The threshold is just a little bit higher and everything's cleared out.
Did we do it?
Oh yeah, you did it.
Yeah, he's gone.
You look like you need a rest. You need to sleep it off or something.
Yeah, I had my site open the entire time. It can be a little draining.
Interesting.
And at this point in time, I want someone to roll me a luck check, and that's just a flat check.
Both of
let's
us
go
or
with,
just one of us?
Either one. Let's go with Colin.
All right.
Oh, okay. Come on, baby. Why do we pick me? I'm a terrible roller.
Oh
It
yeah,
is
it's D6 based. D6 is hate up.
Yeah.
It's at that exact moment you start to see the blue and red lights start to shine at the top of the stairs down to the apartment complex. Someone had reported a bunch of noise complaints and finally got upgraded when they heard a bunch of racket and then, this ungodly music that sounded like just wailing.
Put your guns away. Put your guns away now.
Let's have a conversation with these police officers. We're going to stay within the same scene, so none of the stress is cleared yet.
Fuck.
Fuck. Double fuck.
It's at this point you see 4 police officers heading your direction.
Is there a window out of here? Just out of curiosity.
We're in a
I
basement.
did say, yeah, we're in a basement, unfortunately.
All right. Just checking.
And unfortunately,
couple-
it's not like the Georgia mountains basement. Nah, this is New Orleans. We are under sea level in this
Yeah.
basement.
One of the police officers is very confident. He seems to be in charge. He's got a rookie with him that seems very excited to be there. You have 2 other cops that are just kind of buddy cops hanging out, eating donuts. They were close by, had to answer the call. So they're cutting up, hanging out.
I'm gonna limp out the door.
Oh, Tyler, roll me a contacts.
A contacts?
You know everybody, right? Or enough people.
Yeah,
I know. I know
guy.
things. Austin knows people.
Oh, then both of you roll me contacts check. We're gonna see if you guys have a friend on the force.
I've been meaning to get contacts for a while. Still don't have it.
Well, Colin is a dirty commie. He can't have friends on the force.
I have a +1 in contacts, so
Okay, cool.
2 for me.
You noticed the rookie cop. He went to your high school.
Seamus, what's up, man?
Seamus. Why
The Irish
is this
court
is
is
literally
interesting.
just
Why don't we just set this in like New York? We could have an Irish quarter, but no, we did it in New
it's too
Orleans
late.
because I want to run fun stuff that had to do with witchcraft. All right. So, oh my God, is that you, Romain?
Yeah, can you turn the lights off? I've got a really bad headache right now.
His partner is not about all of this shenaniganery. He shines a light in your face and says, "Hey, who are you?"
My name's
Alright.
Romain Lebeau. Can
All right,
you
you're
put
gonna
it
have to come
down?
with us. You're good to go. It should be. We should make a mention here. The man's character is actually black, so.
Oh yeah, Romain is black. Yes.
Romain's a black character. We haven't mentioned this before because we didn't want to. But Romain's a black character, and so he's gonna go have a conversation with the police downtown. Austin's gonna go home because obviously he was just mixed up in something bad here.
Ideally, we would have character images along with our names, but Austin currently has no character image. So,
Oh damn! I need to really find.
He's really.
I have tried to find things. I need to properly find something, but if anyone could think of a redheaded pale kid, pretty much.
Of course, that is the end of our session. Tyler, you're going to be dealt a bunch of social damage. You're going to take a severe social consequence.
A severe social consequence.
Well, you're out of moderates.
That's fair. I've already got. Oh, I took the moderate. I didn't take the severe.
And
Okay.
this is going to sting your social stuff for a couple of weeks. You're going to be the consequence is arrested.
The consequence is arrested.
The consequence is arrested. Everyone knows it. It got public. They put your picture up online. Local tattoo artist arrested in break-in robbery. Your name was cleared just a couple days later, but they don't really like to print those things on the newspapers and stuff. It had come forward that the man who hired you did, in fact, want you in the house. He was just out because he didn't want to be around while you were doing your job. He actually made it very public that you had provided him a service as the town's only necromancer. Or you got the nickname, the Good Necromancer, around town.
I just can't escape that damn tag.
The Good Necromancer actually was the like when they do like arrest.org or like the arrest newspapers and stuff. They have your mugshot, your first name, nickname, last name.
Boom.
So you are now Romain, the Good Necromancer, LeBeau. It's official. You've done all the good deeds you need to be punished in this way. And that is going to be the end of the session.
Also, I put up a picture now, so you have a picture. It's not drawn. Sorry.
All right, we will.
Best I could do.
We'll put it up next week.
Colin,
everyone.
by the way, Colin just posted a picture of Ed Sheeran. We can't use this.
Oh.
It's not Ed Sheeran. It just is every redheaded guy, which is Ed Sheeran.
Oh, is that true? I can't tell.
It
John
does
Owen.
look an awful lot like Ed Sheeran.
I'm not lying here, folks.
It's more attractive Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran actually isn't that much of a looker. I'm going to be honest with you guys.
I'll give you that. I'll
That
give you
is a
that.
straight fact. That is a straight fact.
Here, I'll post a picture of Ed Sheeran just to give you the contrast. But yes, it does look like a young, slightly more handsome Ed Sheeran, but that's every redheaded dude.
Okay, well, we now we know when we think
Here's
of
Ed Sheeran. For contrast.
You're right. He does look.
It's Ed Sheeran's younger, more attractive brother, honestly.
Ted Sheeran.
Ted
Ted
Sheeran.
All right. Well, now we all know what Austin Cash looks like, and we've encountered unfortunate racism inside the police force, even in the year 2000. It's a shame. Romain is now very popular and getting a reputation for himself, and who knows what this is going to cause for his relationship with the White Council or with Gwen or anybody, since basically everyone's told him to stay away from that necromancy stuff. And here he is, the town's only necromancer.
Great.
I'm not even a necromancer.
Here we are. Great. Way to go.
Okay.
All right. Is that campaign over or session over?
We session over. It's a minor milestone for everybody. That means you can switch some skills around, rename an aspect if you want to. Maybe you want to rename an aspect. Sure,
I'm going to get contacts. Contacts is getting on here.
I will say I've completely forgot to level up. Or what have you. So I'll be doing the major in addition to the minor for this one.
Guys, it's happening. I'm changing driving
To 2?
with contacts.
Oh,
dropping
driving.
I thought we were gonna get like a motorcycle involved. It's gonna be like Blade at this point. Just
I definitely want to get a motorcycle and do those things, but I need freaking contacts. I'm a freaking PI. I would have some.
it's true. I agree.
All right. So with the loss of our driver, we're going to go ahead and end the stream there. Thank you for watching the Dresden Files RPG, Big Problems in the Big Easy, brought to you by Snogbeat Dungeons Incorporated. We run this every Sunday at 6 o'clock. Normally, we were a little late today. We apologize for that.
We want to get Austin into the stream. We had to see it.
Yeah, but in addition, we also run D&D 5e campaigns on both Friday and Saturday nights, starting at 8 p.m. So go ahead and tune in on those. If you enjoyed what you saw, like to see more, go ahead and give us a follow. And hope everybody has an excellent night.